Welcome back to Ep.3 of the Who's Keeping Score podcast, where three lifelong friends talk about sports beyond the stats. Today's episode, we're going to be filling in the playoff bracket, just kind of talking through it. Each person's going to have their turn to fill out the bracket and give their opinions about each specific matchup. And today's a special episode because we will be having our first guest appearance that we'll talk about later down the line, but we have a guest star today. We're going to be doing a fast food draft, best fast food draft, and then we're going to be playing a little game called Start Bench Cut. Well, I'll give three options, and you have to start one, bench one, cut one, about all basketball related type terms, and then we have a fun trivia at the end. Hope you guys enjoy. All
Start.
right. So I will go first with the playoff bracket. You guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So this is the final bracket after the crazy Hawks Heat game. So congratulations to the Heat and congratulations to the Grizzlies over on the West side. So personally, I'm gonna start on the West. I'm gonna start on the West. I think East is a little easier, so I'm gonna start West. I'm gonna go
Okay.
Thunder.
In.
Thunder in four. I don't think the Grizzlies
Sweet.
have a chance. I think it's gonna be a sweep.
Wow.
I think
Okay.
they haven't played in a while, but I think a fully healthy Thunder team against a Grizzlies team who just had to play two play-in games, I think they might be a little tired. I'm going to give them the sweep.
Okay.
I am going to choose the Nuggets over the Clippers. I think the Clippers can win a couple games. I think this might go to six. The Clippers are sneaky. Kawhi's been playing really well. James Harden's been playing really well. And Zubac is
Yeah,
kind of
Big Z's a
unstoppable.
monster.
Double-double machine if you want to bet on him. Double-double every single game. I think it can go to six, but I think Jokic is a little too powerful. I am going to choose the Lakers. I think the Timberwolves can win a game or two, but I can't bet against Braun. Can't bet against Braun.
Lakers in five.
Lakers in five.
I am going to go Lakers in five.
There you
Love
go.
it. Love it.
Now we go down to Rockets Warriors. Again, this is a crazy matchup just because you can't bet against Steph, and that is not what I'm doing. I'm in my first upset. I'm going Warriors over Rockets.
But I don't even feel like that's an upset.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it is either. They've been one of the better teams in the NBA once since the trade deadline. So I think that it's not that crazy to give them the win, and I think it's going to go to Game 7. I
And
think
you
it's
know
gonna
Jimmy gets a whole other level in the
playoff Jimmy.
playoffs too.
Warriors in seven.
I think it's gonna be Warriors in 7. I also really want the Lakers Warriors matchup in the conference semis.
And I think
I
I
I
think the
hope
NBA wants that matchup too.
For sure.
Nuggets Thunder. I think is going to go to Game 7 also, and the real MVP is going to come out on top. Jokic,
Wow.
Nuggets in 7 over the Thunder. And I'm also going to give Lakers the Warriors. I think it's going to be game 6 over the Warriors. I think the Lakers have a little more firepower than the Warriors do. And the only reason that the Warriors get 2 wins is because of Steph and the fact that the Lakers don't play any defense. But outside of that, I'm giving it to the Lakers. And it's so hard against to bet against the Lakers. And this is also the matchup that happened last year. But I am going to give it to the Nuggets.
Wow.
I'm having the
Wow.
Nuggets make the finals.
Okay.
Jokic is going to go back, and he's been on a rampage, and he's going to prove that he is the best player in the NBA. Over
All
on
right.
the over on the East, I have Cavs in 4 over the Heat. Yeah, they've
So
been playing
both
well.
1/8 are
I
sweeps.
think they're both sweeps. The Heat play well. Bam's playing really well. Tyler Hero's playing really well. 1 through 5, I'm taking every single person on the Cavs over the Heat.
Okay.
The Bucks Pacers is interesting just because I think Dame is cleared from his deep vein thrombosis. Shout out Dame. But if he plays every single game, I think the Bucks have it, and I think they have it in 6. The Pacers are good, but they don't have like a true bucket getter. Halliburton here and there, Siakam here and there,
Siakam.
but yeah, when Dame's healthy, the Bucks have two pure scorers that I think can overrule the Bucks.
Yeah.
No, I mean, overrule the Pacers. I'm going New York, and I'm going New York in five. I think the Pistons, Cade Cunningham will have a 40-point triple-double in game two, tie the series up 1-1, and then New York's gonna bring it back. The Villanova boys are gonna pull out on top. And then Celtics against the Magic, and I also have a sweep here. I have a sweep against the Magic.
You
I
know,
love,
the first game is Celtics minus 14 and a half
yeah, it's absurd.
14.
for a playoff game. That's crazy.
That
And
is
it's also like for the Celtics, even when everybody's not healthy, they still are arguably the best team in the NBA. Now they've
Mhm.
been resting their starters, they've been resting their key players. They have a full healthy roster going into the playoffs. I don't see how they lose a game to the Magic.
yeah.
And then I have the Cavs and the Celtics both in six. Because the Knicks and the Celtics, I think, have played four times this season, and the Celtics are 4-0. But I think playoff Celtics, I think Cat can do some damage. I think healthy Brunson is now like actually fully healthy and not just coming off the sprained ankle. And I think they can win two games, but I think it's Boston in six and Cavaliers in six. And the only reason why the Bucks will get two games is because Giannis will have a 100-point triple double and they will make it. And I have
Okay.
I have the Celtics over the Cavs. I really don't like Boston at all. Really don't like Boston, but I think they have too much firepower. I think the duo of Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum is better than any duo that the Cavs have. Donovan Mitchell also doesn't produce as well in the playoffs based off stats than he does in the regular season. And Porzingis is so good. Everybody like forgets about Porzingis because it's like Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, he's
Porzingis,
good enough to make a draft when you're drafting 3-point players.
yes, he is, and as in the power forward position actually.
Yeah.
And I am not going to bring it to my heart to pick the Celtics to win, so I'm going Nuggets in seven.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm going Nuggets in seven. If Jamal Murray is healthy, and if Jokic does Jokic, which he has been doing the past, 5 seasons, I don't think the Celtics can guard him. So
All right.
that is my playoff prediction.
Very
Okay.
nice.
All right, Jacob, you want to go next?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun following along uh throughout these episodes for how we're doing.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna start in the West as well, just to keep it consistent.
All right.
So I'm going to say Thunder in five. I think Ja can win one game. Um, and there'll be one game where Desmond Bane hits like six threes and Jaren Jackson plays well. So I'll give them one, but gentlemen sweep there. Um, I think that Nuggets Clippers is going to be the most competitive series throughout the entire playoffs. I think that the best player in the series will win, but I think that he'll win, and I think that it's going to matter a ton that they have home court advantage for game seven because of the altitude. And so
Yeah.
I say Nuggets in seven against the Clippers.
Alex, picking the
Uh,
Nuggets as your championship team is a really risky with that first round matchup.
What would you
it
say?
is because they
Having
could
the
very easily
Nuggets?
lose in the first round.
Oh,
Like
100%.
that,
So
like
100%.
Lakers Wolves is going to be super exciting. Ant versus Luca, LeBron, obviously, and then they have, you know, Rudy Gobert, and so that's kind of why I'm leaning Lakers. Um, so we're gonna go Lakers in six over the Timberwolves. I think they get two games out of them, and then I'm going to go with the unpopular Rockets in six.
wow.
I think that they're super young. Like they don't have very much experience, which kind of doesn't bode too well in the playoffs. But they're exciting and they could come into their own. And this could be a really like Jalen Green coming out party because he's like right on the edge of am I a star or a superstar or all-star? Like I don't know what I am. And maybe this playoff run could be some sort of like I'm making my name known.
Yeah.
And then for the Warriors, if you saw in the playing game, Steph and Jimmy combined for 98% of their points. And so they'll win a couple games, but I don't think they have enough on that team outside of the two of them to do what they got to do. Okay. So I'm going in the semifinals. I'm gonna go Thunder over the Nuggets in 7 as well. That's gonna go 7. Uh is yeah, I think that this year, unlike last year, the two people outside of SGA will actually like come into their own. So J-Dub and Chet, I feel like will actually play well and they'll get it done. And then I have Lakers over the Rockets in 5. I think the Rockets are gonna get tired after playing the Warriors, and then Lakers in 5.
Lakers in
Um,
Lakers in five.
and then conference finals, I have the Thunder over the Lakers,
Oh wow.
and we're going to say that that's in 6.
okay.
I don't have a great analytical reason for that, but we're gonna say Thunder in 6.
We're just
Okay,
vibing.
on to the East. Yeah, it's vibes. I think that the Cavs sweep the Heat as well. Uh, they just don't have enough. The Heat don't have enough. Tyler Hero went off in the playing game, and I think that's he wasted it. Well, he didn't waste it. He got into the playoffs, but he doesn't have that the rest of the season. Bucks over the Pacers in 5 if Dame is back. I don't love the Pacers. Nothing about them really gets me excited. And you have Giannis and Dame. So if Dame is healthy, Giannis plays the way that Giannis always plays, then Bucks in 5. I have the Pistons over the Knicks in
Oh wow.
7 games.
Wow.
I think that the Knicks are gonna choke. The Knicks are gonna choke. They're gonna be up like 3-1 or something. Pistons win game 5, Pistons win game 6, and Pistons win game 7. And the NBA basketball in New York like shuts down. And
Oh,
Stephen A.
word.
Smith goes crazy. Like the whole is like what am I doing? What do we do with the Knicks? We should abandon ship, become Nets fans. It's gonna be a whole thing. So Pistons over Knicks. Celtics over the Magic in I think it's gonna be closer than people think. Like 14 and a half is so many points. Um, but I don't care. Sweep, gentlemen sweep, whatever, it doesn't matter. Um, I'm going to say that it'll be Cavs over Bucks in 6. I think that if there was one person that could somewhat contain Giannis, it would be Evan Mobley. And they have just in terms of that matchup, I think they have a pretty solid roster to face up against the Bucks there. And then Celtics in 5. And then I have Celtics over the Cavs in 6. Cavs, I think they're a great regular season team, but I don't think they're ready to compete against the Celtics. And then I have Celtics in 6 in the finals. Uh, they're way too good. They have too many weapons. 6, 7 people can score 25. Like nothing you can really do. And the Celtics showed everybody, or not the Celtics, the Thunder showed everybody that they're for real, but not real enough to beat the Thunder or the Celtics. Sorry. So Celtics over the over the Thunder in 6 games, and that will be the championship.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice. Jaden, is your go.
All right. So I'm gonna change it up. We're gonna start in the East. Just be a little different. Yeah, I think the Cavs are gonna sweep the Heat. I don't think the Heat have enough. Yeah, there's just not enough there. I agree with everybody said. I have Bucks in 5. Um, I love Giannis. I love Dame. I think those two together play so well off of each other. So I don't see the pay. And you said it perfectly, Jacob. Like I don't really. I'm not a big Hallie guy. Like I'm not a big Siakam guy. Like I don't see the Pacers having enough for the Bucks. I said it before. Basketball is better when New York basketball is fun and good. So, do I think the Pistons can beat the Knicks? Yes. Would I be surprised? No. Would I be so upset if the Knicks lose in the first round? Absolutely. So we got to go Knicks. And then yeah, the Celtics are the best team in the league right now. So I'm going to go Celtics in 4. And I think I said Knicks, and I think Knicks will go in 6 against that team. Um, Donovan Mitchell, in my opinion, I'm a big Donovan Mitchell fan. I don't think that the Cavs with Donovan Mitchell as their best player are going to beat the Bucks with Giannis as their best player. I think the Cavs are constructed beautifully, but they tend to fold in the playoffs, and the Bucks are the team that they're going to fold against in the playoffs. So again, love the Cavs, but yeah, I don't see it happening. So I think Bucks in six. I'll say like they'll still push them, but Bucks in six. This will be where New York goes to die. They have zero chance against Boston. Again, I still think Boston's the best team in the league. Like we've said it ad nauseum at this point, but so I'll say Boston in six. I think the Knicks will push them, but yeah, at the end of it's there's too much there. And then again, I'm going to the Celtics in the finals. Same argument. Okay, on the West. So first round, I think Thunder are going to sweep the Grizzlies. Or no, I agree. Ja Morant will get a win or two. So I'll say the Thunder in five. Ja is becoming, or it has been one of the premier players in the league. Him and Jaren Jackson are a tough 1-2 combo. That'll go get one win. But the Thunder are just too good, in my opinion.
Yep.
I gotta say, I agree with what everybody's saying. This will be the best, at least best first round matchup. The Nuggets are gonna win in seven, but it's gonna be a close seven. Like this might go down to the final wire, final shot. We're all watching it, and it could go either way. Um, Lakers in five. What are we talking about? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they have the best. They have the best third option in the league, like no doubt. So there's no, but for real, LeBron James is still the most. Obviously, he's the oldest player in the league, but just the most seasoned player in the playoffs. Solid around, and Luka's the best. Is probably the best player in basketball right now, or top two or three best player in basketball. So I can't go against the Lakers, and then I think my conspiracy theory is going to have the Warriors winning this in six. I think Adam Silver wants his Warriors Lakers matchup. I think we can promote the league this way. So do that with what you will. But to Jacob's point, I don't think the Warriors have enough. So I think the Lakers will win that series probably in six just to make it interesting. Um,
Austin Reeves, Keanu Reeves, bag of leaves. Lakers are five.
Lakers in five. Thunder Nuggets. Thunder Nuggets is an interesting matchup. I love Chet. Like I love Jokic having a guard Chet. I love I think Shea's gonna make a problem for Jamal Murray. And I think J Dub is one of the best two-way players in the league. So I really like as much as I love Jokic and as much as I think I feel really bad betting against them, I'm gonna go Thunder and it's gonna be a 7 game series that is also gonna come down to the wire. So I have Thunder Lakers. Lakers in five. No doubt about it. No, like LeBron James, Luca, same thing over and over again, right? Like, I think they're gonna run the tables. But I think this one will actually go to 6 or 7. And then Lakers Celtics finals. We love to see it. It's good for basketball. It's a rivalry that's probably one of the best rivalry in sports. And as much as I hate to do this, but I will be going with the Celtics as well. My guy Jason Tatum will be getting his first Finals MVP, and maybe he'll get a little bit of aura from this one. So see where we're
Maybe.
at.
Love it, boys. And
You
also,
say we did it
we
again.
did. So I will be posting the three of our brackets onto our TikTok. I will post the TikTok in our description below, and we'll follow along and see how we do. Playoffs start today, so we'll see how our prediction unfold.
That's good,
Very
man.
nicely done. Moving on to our guest appearance. So I don't know if you guys know, I have been a part of the Duquesne women's basketball practice squad scout team for the last 4 years, and I've had the honor to play against, learn from, and become very close friends with a our guest star today. So it is an honor, it's a pleasure to have her on the podcast as our first guest. All right, so if you guys know anything about Pittsburgh basketball, if you guys know anything about women's basketball, you know the name, you know the player. Everybody get a warm welcome to Megan McConnell. Round of applause, round of
Yeah,
applause.
Megan.
Megan.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to have you on the podcast today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we're just gonna do a little interview, get to have the viewers know who you are, and we'll go from there. So, you guys have any questions?
Okay, I can start us off easy, Megan. What is the go-to pregame song?
Oh, I would have to say Moment for Life by Nicki Minaj.
That's a great pick.
That's a
Yeah.
good pick.
That is a great pick.
Moment
Kind
for life.
of going along with that, I know that a lot of athletes are super nutty with superstitions and routines and stuff like that. Did you have like a standard pregame routine, or you would listen to the same song at certain times, or have gum at certain times, or whatever?
Yeah, actually, I'll listen to like whatever on the bus, and then right when we're about to get off the bus, I play the same song, which is I think First Day Out.
Oh,
T Grizzly?
T
I
Grizzly.
love it.
I play that song walking in the arena. And then once I get everything situated, I play a little Rod Wave, just to like calm me down
Mm.
a little bit. And then as I'm putting my shoes on, I listen to the same song. Hold on, let me find out. It's called, you
Do you
guys
do
are,
right foot, left foot?
no, you guys are gonna laugh, but it's the song in the movie Moana, How Far I'll Go.
No
Oh,
That is
way.
wow.
so
No
accurate.
way.
Nice.
That's how I end it every single time before I take my headphones off. That's the last song I listen to.
So to throw me and Jacob under the bus, Megan, in high school when we used to play before high school games, our senior year, every game we listened to a Moana song before the game started. Like every single game.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Like
That's
crazy. That
ar
wow.
arguably a top five animated movie of all time,
That
in my
Yeah.
in my
Arguably.
opinion. That is awesome.
cool.
That is awesome. My question for you, Meg. I know you've been playing basketball for all of your life. What is your career high, elementary school, middle school, high school, any level of basketball that you've played? What is your career high? I know you hit your career high in college this past season, but have you hit more than 35 in your previous basketball career?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had, now this might have been like eighth grade or high school, but I had 43.
Holy.
Yeah. But I'm not, I don't, I want to say I had 39 in high school.
Okay.
And then I would say 43 was like eighth grade.
Wow.
Okay, I can go next question. Megan, what so I think we no one said it yet. Congratulations on one of first a great career at Duquesne and then also you're starting your WNBA journey. So can you kind of tell us what that looks like and how you're feeling about that?
Yeah, honestly, it was draft night on Monday. And as soon as the draft was over, I got a call from the Phoenix Mercury and they were like, we want to get you down here ASAP. Like we've been following you all year. So they actually a scout came to my game in January.
Okay.
So I knew they were kind of interested. I just didn't know how it would look. They did not have a pick in the WNBA draft. So they called me
Oh,
over and they were like, we want to get you down here. We're inviting you to training camp. So I obviously accepted it because, they showed interest in me the longest.
Right.
And I always say, like, go where you're wanted.
Mhm.
And I feel like I had a really good chance because Diana Taurasi just retired.
Right.
So they don't really have like a backup point guard or a point guard in general. So I accepted it and I thought I was gonna have like a couple days to get my stuff together. And they told me they found a flight at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday. And I was like, wait, that's like less than 12 hours.
wow.
I pack up my stuff and leave. But I was up for it. They just kind of ripped the band-aid off. I think it was better because then I wasn't sitting in Pittsburgh for a couple days, like thinking about everything. Like I didn't have a
Yeah.
chance to really be anxious.
Right.
It was kind of just, I accepted it. They got me my flight the next day. I woke up, I packed. My apartment at Duquesne is still filled. I just packed 2 suitcases with clothes and shoes.
Right.
And I got to the airport. I got here. Um, they dropped me off at the facility and they gave me a BMW as a
Wow.
rental car.
Just drive.
Damn.
So yeah, that was insane.
Holy.
That
Wow.
pro
And then,
life different.
yeah, and then I got a one-bedroom apartment, which is so nice. And obviously the weather is beautiful here, but I got my physicals on Wednesday, so all my testing was done, and then I was able to work out Thursday, Friday. But it's been amazing.
Dang.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll ask questions. So you and your brother are both known for like playing super hard and super gritty, defensive stoppers and just like really getting under people's skin, playing hard. Where do you think you guys learned that grit from?
Honestly, I think it just be like it was because of the way we were built. Like we're not the fastest, we're not the strongest, we're not the most athletic. So we had to find ways to stay on the court. And just for watching him as an example, like throughout his college career and his NBA career, like he has shown like this grittiness that changes the game and it changes momentum of the game. So I think like just seeing him do it and knowing like, I'm only 5'7", obviously not the best like in all aspects like of all categories. So like I think I just tried to do whatever I can to change the momentum of a game. And so if that's diving on the floor for a loose ball or trying to get steals to get more possessions, like I'm gonna do that to help my team win.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Respect.
for all you guys to know, she was the Atlantic 10 Defensive Player of the Year this past season and was first or second in steals per game in all of Division One basketball. So almost four steals a game, which is another reason why Jacob brought up the question about the grittiness and the playing hard because we wanted to know. I mean, because that's a ridiculous amount of steals.
That is crazy. So we have two college conference defensive player of the years in the chat.
Relax. Relax. This is the very different things. Oh my goodness.
So
All right, the last one.
my last question to end um the like interview process. So you've played 5 years at Duquesne, all of your college, and one of the greatest to ever pick up a ball to walk through Duquesne's floors. What is like a core memory or like the best, game or time or just experience you've had at your career at Duquesne?
That's a hard one because I came in there with a goal to win a championship and I never did. But I think the memories and the relationships I built there canceled that out. I wouldn't have traded it for the world. Just the people that I met. But a specific game, I would say when we beat Princeton on our home floor, because Princeton goes to the tournament almost every year. Um, and we had a brand new team this year, so I think that game was like really exciting. And then another big win that I would say like sticks in my memory is I've never beaten St. Joe's in my 4 years at Duquesne. So going into my fifth year, we started conference not the way we wanted. We were 0-3, and we had to go to St. Joe's, who was the top of the conference preseason. And we went in there and we had our staple win. And I think that that win kind of set the tone for the rest of the year. Um, so I think those two wins really like spoke volumes about our team this year. Even though we didn't win a championship, I think it just showed how resilient we were and we just never gave up.
Absolutely. That was a crazy win.
Yeah.
Crazy win.
100%.
Absolutely. So we will be moving on to our draft and we'll be doing a best fast food draft. So a snake draft, we'll pick a random order, and once the restaurant is picked,
Random
it is
after you get your first pick.
no, I will not get
Yeah,
first
right.
pick.
Yeah,
Um,
we've done two drafts so far, Megan, and Alex is the host, and he's gotten first pick in both drafts.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a generator.
and he hasn't won either, so
I
that doesn't
also
really matter.
yeah, I'm also 0-2.
All
But
Hey,
right.
one last basketball question, Megan. How is it gonna be going from guarding Alex Cross in practice to Alyssa Thomas? It's gonna be pretty cool.
You know what's crazy? I was on the phone with Alex the other day, and I was telling him how, like, the next day I was playing against some of the practice players, and I was like, I wonder if there's a difference between guarding Alex and like these practice players. The practice players here are grown men.
Yeah,
And I
Yeah.
was, whoa. So
yeah.
I was like, wow, this is a little different. But you know what's nice is Alex, like over the years, we've kind of picked up on each other, like what we do good and our strengths and weaknesses. So going into it, these guys had no idea.
There
So
you
I got
go.
Fresh start.
a head
There you go.
start there.
Yeah, all I want
That's
to say is I
awesome.
hope I hope I prepared you
You
in
did.
a relative fashion of what is going to be happening in
Yeah.
but
That's
hey,
awesome.
none of them can guard you or me anyways. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, right.
See who gets first pick. All right.
Please
Oh,
don't.
No way.
Oh, it's Megan. Okay,
Oh,
good.
okay. I was gonna
I was about
say,
to
I was about
say.
to
I
say,
told you. Megan with the 1-1. Jacob second
Sweet,
pick.
sweet, 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 sweet.
And see who gets last and third. All right, you see, it is not a screwed thing. I
The
have
wheels
la
spare, the wheels
I have
just.
last pick.
I'm going with Chipotle.
Okay,
Wow.
1-1.
Okay.
Chipotle with the 1-1.
Unexpected.
Are you surprised, Alex?
No, not at all. Not in the slightest.
All right. With my first pick, I'm going to say Chick-fil-A.
You hate to see it.
That was my second one.
You really hate to see it.
I knew it was gonna go.
I was hoping it'd fall to me at 3. Not. So, this is a new favorite of mine that I've gotten into recently. We're going at my first pick, Raisin Canes.
Wow.
Yep.
Raising Canes.
Bet you guys didn't know about that one.
Yeah, raising. I didn't really have it until I got to Pittsburgh, but there's one like right next to our
Oh,
right,
shit.
and it is phenomenal.
If I could have on my list.
At my pick, the most versatile fast food in the game and the greatest slogan in sandwich history. Give me Jersey Mike's.
Wow. A
Jersey
sub
Mike's.
above.
Be a sub above, they must
A
say.
sub above.
And then with my second pick, I'm going to pair Jersey Mike's with McDonald's
Yeah, you have to.
and take
Oh,
it.
Have
boy.
to. Yeah.
All
McDonald's
right.
in the second round is crazy.
I know. All right,
Good
Jacob.
value.
It's great
So,
value.
I think I'll be taking all the chicken off the board. I'll be taking Popeyes.
Oh my gosh. I forgot Popeyes existed.
So, no chicken for you guys.
All right, Jacob.
Respect. Damn. Uh, okay. I am going to go with Mr. Fo. I will take Wendy's
Mm.
as my second pick. Spicy nuggets.
The spicy nuggets are
They're good.
unbelievable. All right, Megan, you have two picks.
Why?
Two last pick of two, second round, and first pick of the third round.
Okay. I have to go with Jimmy John's.
Yeah, I
Mm.
could have sworn
And
that was going to be your 1-1.
yep. And then Wingstop.
Oh, that's
Wow.
great.
That is a
That's really
great
good.
pick.
Yep.
I was thinking about that for the second
All
one.
up there.
That's
That
great.
that is quality.
Wow. I want to get like a pretty
You got to get
full
versatile.
list here.
You
Yeah, I
you
gotta
gotta
get
get all
listed
the categories.
versatile. My
Yep.
starting lineup needs to be well-rounded. So I have what? I have
You have Chick-fil-A and
Chick-fil-A
Wendy's.
and Wendy's. Cool. Okay, we're gonna go with Chipotle 2.0 Qdoba.
That was so blasphemous saying that was Chipotle 2.0. I feel like
It is. It's Chipotle. It's like DirecTV Chipotle.
DirecTV.
right TV
Chipotle.
Chipotle is crazy. If anybody wants to call a flag on the play, I'll understand. But my third pick, change it up a little bit. Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh
No,
my
that's good.
goodness. Yeah, that's not no
Hey,
flag. No
that
flag.
is 100% of the days I'm drinking coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. So
Sure.
That is versatile as it gets.
yeah,
Not bad.
All right. So I have Jersey Mike's and McDonald's. Gotta throw a little bit of culture in here. I'm going Panda. I'm going to Panda Express.
That express jacks my stomach up too much.
Yeah, it does every time. Um, my last pick, gotta go with the
Long John Silver's.
no, no, not the Long John Silver's. You gotta get some pizza involved. I'm going Domino's.
oh, does pizza count as
Uh,
fast food?
yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I mean,
I think
fast
so.
food pizza places, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, with that being said, I will come back and I will call your Domino's and raise you a Papa John's.
Yeah. Papa John's.
Thank you very much.
Oh boy. Like, I want to take Buffalo Wild Wings, but Buffalo Wild Wings is terrible, so I'm not going to take Buffalo Wild Wings. And Megan already got Wingstop, and all the pizza places are gone. Ugh.
You get some Pizza Hut.
Oh, Starbucks.
Starbucks
Starbucks.
off the board.
Sorry.
Megan with your
Uh,
final pick.
does Shake Shack count?
Absolutely.
I think so.
How does Shake Shack?
If you want to spend $100 every time you go,
Exactly. Exactly.
You took Starbucks. I don't want to hear it.
that's fine. They gave you a BMW. It's fine.
All right. So going through it, Megan has Chipotle, Jimmy John's, Wingstop, and Shake Shack. Jacob has Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Qdoba, Starbucks. Jaden has Raising Cane's, Popeyes, Dunkin' Donuts, and Papa John's. And I have Jersey Mike's, McDonald's, Panda Express, and Domino's.
Can we just talk
Debate.
about how electric my team is? Like how versatile can you get? You got two freaking scores with the chicken, and then I got my consistent 10 and 10 guy with the freaking Dunkin' Donuts, and then pizza's just it's a staple.
But
That's
at the
all I
same,
got.
do you need two-star chickens on the same
No,
roster?
It's like
no.
Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. What do you mean?
Huh? Is that
Like
what it
that's
is?
literally what I got
Is
going
that what it,
on
is
right
that
now.
what it is?
So when the Celtics win the finals and my team wins the food off, then I won't hear anything from you.
You're a lawyer. You're gonna fight for your thing.
I am not a
Like
lawyer. I am not a lawyer. One day.
you're not a lawyer. You're yeah, one day, hopefully, one day. But
Hopefully.
I think that my team is the best, but I understand if you guys don't like Qdoba.
Wait, can
It's
we get a list of can you
is
say it
is
now? Like,
Is
Guys, just
Qdoba everywhere, Alex?
I have the
Like,
best five.
what'd
what'd
you
you
say,
say?
Mike?
Just read what he had for mine. I had clearly the best four.
Let's hear Megan's team.
Chipotle, Jimmy John's, Wingstop, and a Shake Shack.
That is good.
That is good. But at the same time,
But you had
com
Jimmy John's.
comment down below. Are
So
y'all
you're just
taking?
being biased because you like Jersey.
Hey,
Yeah, a
We
little
need a
bit.
building pool of who likes Jimmy John's.
yeah, I'm gonna need comment down below if you guys are a Jersey Mike's fans or Jimmy John's fans. I
Alex, I
think,
forgot to tell you, when I first got to Phoenix,
yeah, you went and
the
got,
place I went to was Jimmy
yeah,
John's.
you got whatever sub you get. You don't even know what's on it, but you think it tastes good.
You gotta get a sponsorship, Megan.
Yeah,
I
first,
know.
dude, like a couple practices ago, she was like, dude, Jimmy John's is so good. It's so much better than Jersey Mike's. And I was like, what do you get? And she's like, told me her order. I was like, what's on it? She was like, I don't even know. I was like, I was like, you have no idea what's on the sandwich? She was like, yeah, I've been getting it every day for the past 10 years, but I don't know what's on it.
That's awesome.
Uh,
My vote goes to Alex Kraus, by the way.
What?
I agree.
Wait, Alice, say your team again.
Jersey Mike's, McDonald's, Panda Express, and Domino's.
And what's yours?
Yeah, it's so versatile. I
It's
have
so versatile.
I have
What does that mean?
Chick-fil-A. Shut up. I have Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, Qdoba, and Starbucks.
No one told me I had to round out my team. I thought we were
You
just
don't have
picking.
to round out your
You
team.
don't
What
have to
are we
round
You
out
don't
your
doing?
have
team.
to.
The only reason I didn't get Jacob's vote was because Jimmy John's was on my list.
That's not true.
So that doesn't even count.
I I uh
Mm.
I think that your list is great. I wanted Wingstop.
I do think that Megan does have the two best players in the draft. Jimmy
What,
John,
Chipotle and
yeah,
Wingstop?
Chipotle and Wingstop, I think might be the two best in the draft. Chick-fil-A potentially, but I think
Give me
Chipotle.
the Alex.
Yeah, but Jimmy John's.
Oh my
Nah,
God.
it's not that bad
It's
though.
really
Jimmy
not.
John's isn't
It's really
that
not that
bad.
bad. I'm just a
Yeah,
hater. I'm
I
just a
know.
hater.
I think Jacob definitely
I'm
has
gonna
my
pull up
vote.
the message you sent me of you eating at Jimmy John's sandwich.
Yeah, I
Hold
did. I
on, hold
did
on, hold on,
for
hold
the
on,
one
hold on.
time.
Say that again, Shaden.
If I can't vote for myself, Jacob, you definitely have my vote. Just and solely on the Chick-fil-A thing.
That
Oh,
yeah, Chick-fil-A
Solely on
is
the Chick-fil-A thing.
quality.
Yeah.
If I
Megan.
can't vote for myself, I vote for Jacob.
Well, there's two votes,
For
and
Jacob, yep.
hey,
This is freaking
congratulations.
ridiculous.
You have two draft wins in three
Way to be,
episodes.
Jacob.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I'll get mine one day. Hey man, I had
thank you.
first pick two drafts and lost both, and I had
Okay.
last pick this draft and lost again.
We should
Uh,
keep it public.
we'll get public opinion
Yeah,
as
we'll
well,
get
Megan. Don't worry.
we'll get some opinions. We'll get
I'm sure you'll
some
get your
comments.
votes,
Yeah,
Megan.
you'll get your votes. The Jimmy John's lovers will be like, "Oh my God,
Good.
Megan wins for sure." But we'll see. We'll see. All right, moving on to a fun game called Start Bench Cut. So I will be giving three options, all relative to the game of basketball, and you have to give your opinion on what you're going to start, what you're going to put on the bench, and what you're going to cut. So the first debate. So when you walk into a gym, playing a basketball game, back in the day, current, whatever you want to say, and you see a double rim, you pick up the ball, the game ball, and it's super flat or super overinflated, or the floors are just so slippery it's hard. You can't even run without tripping on the floors. What best being you're going to start it, and the worst one you're going to cut. What is
Megan, start.
the debate? Yeah, Megan, give us your opinion.
Start double rims.
Okay.
That's a real shooter.
Yeah.
Flippy floor. Cut. Inflated ball.
Wow.
Wow.
The overinflated ball is getting cut.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like the over, like you can, there's like no air in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Interesting. Jaden, your opinion?
Right away, I'm cutting the slippery floor. That is the worst thing to me.
100%.
And then you can get embarrassed really easily with the slippery floor. Like you go viral really quick. Oh, I'm going. You said overinflated ball?
Either or, overinflated, underinflated, just the ball sucks.
Um,
Mm.
yeah, I'm not a shooter, so I really don't love the double rims. So we're gonna bench the double rims, and we're gonna start the either ball, overinflated
Wow.
or
So we have a
underinflated.
Megan with the cut the ball and Jaden with the start the ball.
Yeah, the double rims really get me, bro. Just know it's gonna be a bad day.
Some good grip on your shoes, you'll be fine.
No,
Yeah.
isn't you're worried about that the whole time?
Yep.
No,
Yep.
you're fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All in your head.
you're too busy
Maybe.
wiping your hand on the bottom of your
All in
feet
your
than
head.
playing basketball.
Yeah, literally.
Jacob, your thoughts?
Yeah, so I'm also gonna start the double rim. Uh, if you don't hit the rim, then it doesn't matter, you know? No, I'm just joking. But
Shoot or shoot.
got to. Even if miss, who cares? Just shoot the next one. So double rim start. I'm gonna bench inflated, deflated ball, and I'm gonna cut the slippery floor. I don't play enough defense as it is, and so when I do play defense, I would like to have some sort of grip.
Yeah. Like brother, like brother.
Yeah.
I'm cutting the slippery floor. I can't deal with no slippery floor because that also is prone to injury.
Oh, PT.
PT over here. Can't get injured. So I'm gonna cut the slippery floor. I'm starting the overinflated ball. If you have handles, the ball don't matter. You can dribble.
Oh,
You can dribble all
Heard,
you want.
heard
heard.
you.
You can dribble
Heard
all you
you.
want. Double
Megan
rim.
shaking her head like she's dealt with that before.
Because it's ball, it's not literally, it's going to be like it's gonna stay on the floor.
Yeah, that's why you gotta put more power on the
Yeah.
on the pound. You gotta, pound. You gotta pound dribble. You gotta.
Because I have, don't even get me started.
And then I'm gonna bench the double rims just because I don't know why. I can't really make layups in general, but with a double rim, I always get my head and always just somehow hits the backboard, hits the rim, ends up on the other side of the basketball court.
Alex, I love your list.
Thank you. Thank
Really
you.
good list.
Moving on. We have 1 second left on the clock, 5 seconds left on the clock. Would you rather have a game-winning stop, like a steal, block, whatever, just defensive possession, a game-winning assist where you break a defender, you cross over, find an open player, they make a bucket game winner, or just ISO, go get a bucket yourself? Jacob, you can start this one off.
All right away. I want the ball. So let me get a bucket. That would be the start. I would like to score. Um, and then have some sort of cool celebration afterwards. I don't know what it would be, but I would figure it out in a moment. I would get a stop for bench, and then assist would be cut.
This is so funny for Jacob because it's his two least favorite things: passing and playing defense. So it was a really struggle for him.
Oh my goodness, no. I'm well rounded.
Yeah,
Versatile.
versatile,
Yeah, versatile, like my list.
like his food list. All right,
Yeah.
Jaden.
Uh, I have to agree with Jacob still though. I am going bucket first. Like that's just got to be the most fun thing to do, right? And then now I'm probably going stop, bench, assist, cut. And getting a game-winning stop just is whether you're blocking the shot or getting a steal, or even like making a bad shot up. I think that's
It'd be so satisfying.
yeah, like you're just like I really did that. And then there's nothing wrong with game-winning assist either. Like that's if that's the worst pick, then like it's three good picks. So
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
100%.
Megan, your thoughts?
So I have to go with game-winning steal for start. It's just
Yeah,
very,
absolutely, absolutely.
That's
but
very McConnell of you.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
very McConnell of
it
you.
is. I have to go with start, game-winning steal. Second would be game-winning shot, would be bench, and then cut would be the assist.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I'm going to be a little different here. I'm starting the assist.
wow.
If I can get by someone and find someone open, it goes a little under the weather because they're like, oh my gosh, person made the bucket, but in my mind, I made the play.
Under the weather.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Radar.
I'm going to under the radar. That's the
Yeah,
term
radar.
I meant to say.
Yeah.
I'm benching the game-winning steal/stop just because I don't play defense in general. So if
That's
I were to not play defense all game and then steal the
Getting
ball last possession and
game-winning
lock up,
stop.
everybody would be like, "Holy, where did that come from?" You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
game-winning bucket. I'm a pass first player, so getting a bucket is not my role most of the time. So if someone else can do that, it would be
That's a
cool.
good PG right there.
You know what I mean? Have
like
to.
Way to be, Alex. Way to
Thank
be.
you,
Alexander Rondo.
thank you, Jaden. Alex Rubio.
Alex Rubio.
And then the last question. So these are all same concept. We're gonna have twisting your ankle, either stepping on someone else's foot, just twisting your ankle in the game, jamming your finger on a ball like a bad pass, or like offensive rebound, you're not paying attention, like tip pass and ball smack you in the face, just right on the nose. Megan, you can start with this one off too.
I'm gonna start ball hitting me in the face. I'm gonna bench stoving my finger,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna cut twisting your ankle because that's the hardest to recover from.
That is true. Long-term thoughts right there.
So
It
early.
is. Yeah.
And if you don't, if you if you injure your ankle and you try and come back and you're not fully ready to go, you're just going to keep setting yourself back. So I'm just cutting that completely.
So Megan, the real question is if you twist your ankle, are you taking time off to recover your ankle or are you playing the next day?
You have to.
Oh,
Now, if if I was at Duquesne, circumstances are different. If I was
okay.
at Duquesne and we had a game, I'm playing.
That was the question.
I am playing. Yes, I'm playing through any injury. But at this next level, you can't. You can't.
Yeah,
So
I understand. Jacob?
Uh, so I'm kind of gonna disagree just because I'm thinking of it as one game. And we're just gonna finish out the game. I don't care about tomorrow. So I'm gonna say that getting hit in the face is starting. That's fine. That'll probably go away pretty quickly. Uh, I'm gonna bench twisting your ankle and then just play through it the rest of the game and then worry about the rest of the thing later. And then I'm going to cut jamming your finger because once you jam your finger like that's all you can think about for the next however long. Like it hurts so bad for the couple of minutes. And if we're just talking about one game, I don't want it to mess with my shot or anything. And I see Megan making faces in the corner. That's okay.
you just didn't think that was cool. But
Oh,
I
that's
didn't, but that's fine. That's a part of the game.
Jaden?
Um, no, I'm gonna have to like if no one ever sprained their ankle ever again, I think that'd be great. So I'm gonna have to cut
No, it's
sprain.
just twist. It's just twist.
Yeah, it's not spraying. You're not spraying. It's
So
not.
this is like a 1 day injury.
Give
Like
me 3 days. 3 day
That's
injury.
how I interpret. Oh, I didn't. I interpreted it as one day. That's fine. Go ahead.
3 days.
either I don't think it matters. I think a sprained ankle sucks. Like not being able to move
Mhm.
like slower like sucks on both sides of the ball. So I'm gonna say sprained ankles cut. Um, Ball to the face, I agree. Like that can start. Like you take that on the chin and it sucks for like a hot second and you get over it. And then jam your finger bench is the middle of the two, but it's Jacob's right. That is the most unfortunate, like so unfortunate sometimes. So yeah, that's my list.
Yeah, I'm
I think
also.
I made the wrong decisions
I
there.
think
That's on me.
I
Yeah,
tend to agree.
I'm
Yeah.
cutting. I'm cutting the sprained ankle for sure, or the twisted
Damn.
ankle. You know, wise words from Charles Barkley. Nothing's worse than playing basketball on a sprained ankle.
So yeah,
Nothing's worse.
Sure.
I'm going to bench. Um, I think I'm gonna bench the get hit in the face. Something about getting hit right on the nose with a ball, because then you start crying, and then like if it's in a big setting, it's embarrassing. You're like, oh, ball off the rebound went through my hands, went straight into my face, and then it messes with your mind. And jam finger, I think it all depends on the finger. If you jam your thumb, that's really bad. You jam a pinky, you can play the rest of the game with a pinky. So I'm gonna start the jam finger and then bench get hit in the face.
We
And
have a deep thinker over here.
I had to. I was last. I was thinking the whole time.
It's impressive. Yeah, I definitely screwed that one up. My bad.
Oh, that's okay.
okay.
That's why we had
Yeah,
debates.
Still our week
it
two winner,
is.
our week three winner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right. So to close out the episode here, I wanted to do a trivia question like we always do, but have it non basketball related, just a general knowledge question. So this is going to be another top 10. You get 3 strikes, and we'll say 30 seconds per guess, and you guys can work as a team. Okay.
Okay.
It was 20 seconds last time. It can be 30 seconds this time, and I'll do it on my phone.
I
Okay.
appreciate
So
that.
the question for this week is the top 10 most streamed artists on Spotify of all time. Okay. And we are going to start the clock whenever you guys want,
You can start it.
which will be now.
I feel like Drake's got to be in there, right? Like we can just.
Drake or Taylor Swift.
I think we
Taylor
could.
Taylor Swift
Taylor
has to
Swift
be
is
in there.
really popular.
I feel like we could get rid of those two right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So
Taylor Swift.
Drake is number 3 and Taylor Swift is number 1.
So I do think number two. I know The Weeknd was number one for like 5 or 6 years in a row. I
Really.
think I'm putting The Weeknd in the top 10. He has to be.
Let's go
And
weekend.
Morgan Wallen.
Ooh, Morgan Wallen as a
Morgan Wallen in the
Raisin
top 10 all
of
time.
all time.
Oh, not of all time, maybe not.
Do you guys want to lock in the weekend?
I can lock it. I'm ready to lock in the weekend.
Okay, the weekend number 4.
Okay,
Oh,
take it, take it.
Are we locking in Morgan Wallen?
I don't like your smile right now.
I think
I'm
he's
an
a good
unbiased
one.
viewer.
You want to go Morgan Wallen? Let's go.
He could be the first strike if not.
All right, let's go Morgan Wallen,
We
Jacob.
can
Let's
we can lock in Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen, strike 1.
Is he,
Not on the list.
Okay,
you have like a long, you only have the top 10 in front of you?
No, I have a lot, and I have to scroll pretty far. So he's not
another
in the top 25.
Okay.
That's all I know.
another pick that I know was also relatively high for a really long time. Ed Sheeran, I can promise he was in the top 10.
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
His
Locking it in?
Yeah, his mathematical album covers all were number one for a really long time.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran is number 6 on
Okay.
this list.
Nice.
So you guys have 1, 3, 4, and 6.
Cole?
What about Lady?
No,
We don't believe in J. Cole?
I don't actually.
I don't.
Really?
I don't.
God. Jermaine?
I think Jermaine.
Cole? Jermaine? Cole?
I think Jermaine only has a certain amount of audience.
Okay, what about Lady Gaga?
Lady
Gaga.
You guys
Gaga.
have 10 seconds, by the way.
Lady Gaga. I'm trying to think of the others.
I would have
like
I have no like frame of reference.
Adele or someone like that.
Yeah.
All right, make a
Make
guess.
a pick. Make a pick. Alex.
Adele.
Adele, strike 2.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right, so since you already have 2 strikes, I'm going to take away the timer, and you guys just get to talk about it amongst yourselves. So you have 1, 3, 4, and 6, and you have 2 out of the 3 strikes. So not a hot start. And I'm going to start giving out hints as well in a little bit. But these are so easy that you shouldn't need any hints.
That makes it so much
For
worse.
a couple of these.
Is it like Beyonce? Are we
That's
overthinking?
not a bad one.
Like, let's think back, like Justin Bieber.
Oh, yes.
That has
I think we can lock in
Has to.
Justin Bieber.
Great job, Megan. Justin Bieber, number 8.
Okay. I forgot about Justin Bieber.
Yeah, it's hard with the time.
I know.
Okay, so you need 2, 5, 7, 9, and 10.
I like the Beyonce, Alex.
The thing is,
I
like,
don't think that's crazy.
she's like the most, Grammy winning person ever, but I don't know if that means most Spotify streamed person ever. I don't mind the Beyonce call.
No, I think we can come up with something.
I know, something
I
better.
don't know if I like Beyonce.
I think you should probably listen to Megan.
I don't like that.
That's fine. I wasn't.
You guys are crossing Beyonce off.
I was
just saying,
I
I'm just
wasn't
saying.
confident either. I was not confident either.
I liked it. Okay.
I'm literally like writing this down on a notepad.
We're locked in.
Dedication right there.
So
So
if Beyonce's not there, is Rihanna also not there?
I don't.
I'm the
I
quiz
don't know.
master.
I don't know.
Okay, so just some general notes here because you guys are down to your last strike. One of them,
Plus maybe like gender, like how many genders.
I was gonna also say,
sure.
are they all individual? Or are there any?
Yes, good question. They're all individual.
Okay.
There are 3 guys and 2 girls left.
3 guys and 2 girls.
Yes.
Okay.
And I will say one of them is not English, does not sing English.
Oh, it's either J Balvin or Bad Bunny. It's one of the Spanish guys. And I think it's Bad Bunny. I think Bad Bunny is more popular.
Bad Bunny is number 2
Okay.
most streamed artist of all time.
Great.
That's
Wow.
actually crazy.
Number 2 is wild.
Wait, yeah, Bad Bunny is number 2.
Yeah. Wow. Shout out Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Is he the only non-English?
Yes, he's the only non-English. Um, yes, only non-English.
Okay.
So you have 5, 7, 9, and 10. Two guys, two girls.
Okay, I'm trying to think back to when like I was in like middle school. I was a big okay, there's Katy Perry, Ariana Grande.
Ooh,
Ooh, Grande.
Ariana Grande.
Um, yeah, I'm stuck between those two. I feel like Ariana Grande is a little bit bigger than Katy Perry.
Especially like
Especially more
recently
Perry
too.
recently.
kind of fell off.
Yeah.
I
Ooh,
love the Ariana
I
Grande.
love it also.
Yeah.
I love it
I don't think we're
also.
gonna come up with a
Okay,
better.
that's one.
Ariana Grande, number 5.
It'll be Megan.
Way to be. I never crossed my mind once.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
great
that's
job.
what like, I was listening
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
So
Exactly.
you have the top 6. You need 7, 9, and 10. One girl, two guys, and both of the guys are in the same genre.
One
Mm.
girl, two guys. Guys, I'm so into this right now. Okay.
So Jaden, is your mind only Jermaine right now?
Like that's all I could think about streaming.
The thing
Because
is
then
like,
my mind went Jermaine Kendrick, like
but
as soon as Jacob just said that. But then
I
I'm like,
don't, there's no way
yeah.
that Kendrick and Jermaine are more than like Adele. Like I feel like there are not that many
I don't
listeners.
know if I agree with that though.
I don't know. I
I
don't
feel
know.
like especially over the last year, Kendrick Lamar has been so like
He has
huge.
been. Travis?
Travis.
Wait, Travis Scott?
Yeah.
I like that.
I forgot about
That was
Travis. But it's also like Astro World alone
Oh yeah.
was like the greatest
His
album.
concert. It was so good.
It was.
Mhm.
Are we locking in Mr. Scott?
I think that's a good one.
let's go Travis Scott.
Game over. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Travis Scott is not in it, but
Have
I'll
we
give you an
named?
extra life. I'll give you an extra life.
Okay.
You're in the right genre. You haven't named either of the two people that are in it for
Okay.
the
So
guys. And I'll give you one
Interesting.
extra life because we have a special guest.
Okay.
Interesting.
okay.
So we haven't named them.
And so no
No.
Kendrick, no
So
J.
no Kendrick,
Cole.
no J. Cole.
Nope.
I
But it's rap?
like
Yep. One of them, they both are, I think, past their prime, I'll say.
okay.
We think like a
Is it
Jay-Z,
Like a Lil Wayne.
a little Wayne is
or Kanye?
It goes guy at 7, girl at 9, guy at 10.
Wait, girl at what?
Guy at 7, girl at 9, guy at 10.
who is like
Are we overshooting Kanye West?
are we overshooting Kanye West? I don't even want to
I
give
can't
Kanye West the
answer.
time of day.
Huh?
I don't even want to give Kanye West the time of day.
I don't either, but he has some good albums. Or Jay-Z, but I feel like Kanye is more listened to than Jay-Z is.
I would agree with that.
Okay, wait, for girl. Do you think Billie Eilish would be one?
I love
Oh,
Irish.
I
I mean,
love me some Billie Eilish.
I'm not really a fan,
Really?
You're
but
not, you're not a fan.
um,
Birds of a feather.
I saw Billie Eilish in concert in college, fun fact.
was it good?
Yeah, thought it was great.
Was my choice good?
It's you guys have to tell me if it's
I'm also
locked.
surprised that Post Malone's not on there, but is he considered rap? I don't know if he is. Because I would put
He branches all genres,
he
that guy.
does. I know. So I would say Post, but I don't think Post is in there.
Guy
All right,
at girl at 9.
Hmm
I need a guess. I need a guess. I need a guess.
I love the Billy guess.
I like Billy or Kanye. We're locking in
Or
two
Kanye. I
guesses.
like the Kanye guess as well.
Two guesses, Jacob. If one of them's right, we're still going.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish is number 9,
Way to be, Megan.
and Kanye West is number 10.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So all we
We need
need
to
is
find
guy number 7.
Now we have guy.
Is guy number 7.
Oh, we just killed that.
That was good. That was good. Billie Eilish. You said Ariana Grande and Billie Eilish. Neither of them crossed my mind. I was going Rihanna,
Yeah,
Beyonce
really good.
route.
Really,
That
really
was
good.
Billie
yeah.
Eilish.
I
Okay.
think it's because more people are streaming now than they were
Yeah.
like when,
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
All
And they're
right.
both really
Absolutely.
popular right now.
So is guy number seven still past their prime, you said?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Oh, so is it?
So I think Jay-Z is more listened to than Lil Wayne.
I don't know if I agree with that.
You don't think?
Recent, like in the since
I don't
streaming has been like
I don't know.
bigger, like Jay Z was probably better when we were
I
younger.
asked a question. Have we said this person's name in conversation?
Yeah, yeah, you have.
All right,
Okay.
so we said
I
so we
don't
did.
I don't know if Jaden was here though.
Okay.
Okay, Alex. We said when Jaden wasn't here, we said Lil Wayne,
You said Eminem.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
It was Kanye. So but we just guessed Kanye. Or Lil Uzi
Eminem
Vert.
is fantastic
No, it
too.
wasn't Lil Uzi Vert. It wasn't that. So Kanye or
Or Jay-Z or Lil Wayne
Eminem?
or Eminem.
A lot of
I like
choices,
little.
and
I
we're going to need to whittle it down here.
Is
I'm gonna give you
Emin
another 10 seconds.
think
I
Eminem's bigger.
that would blow my mind if Eminem is more popular than Jay-Z and Lil Wayne.
I would like Jay Z hasn't come out with a new album in
In so like it was his last
like
album, 444.
that's the one that comes to mind when I'm thinking about it.
All right, let's go. Yes.
All right, Megan, final guest star.
Final guest, special guest.
Oh, you're doubting Eminem.
Then hey,
Hey,
I'm
all the
fine with
hard choices.
Eminem lock.
Yeah,
Oh, because I gave us our first strike, so I'd feel
And
bad.
I gave you the
you've
second
also gotten
and I think third
like
strike.
7 answers too.
Exactly.
Guys, okay, Eminem or what'd you say, Kanye?
No, Kanye was in the 10 or the 9 or whatever it was. We already got
Oh,
Kanye.
wait, yeah. So who are we between? Eminem and
Eminem, Lil Wayne, Jay
Lil
Z.
Wayne. All right, guys, come on, come to a consensus.
You guys are way past my. I'm being pretty lenient here.
I mean, yeah, you also been giving us hints galore
I'm
too.
gonna
I
go.
know.
I'm gonna say Eminem, but you guys do it.
I'm not mad at the Eminem call.
We can lock in Eminem.
Eminem, number 7.
Wow, wow.
Good job. Good job.
Let's go.
I said we
Megan
got it.
destroyed that list.
Let's
Yeah,
go. That was so much harder than I thought it was
I
going to be.
cannot believe Eminem.
That
Yeah.
blows my mind
I was a
also.
little shaky about that one.
So
so we
total,
have the list.
total,
Can you go list
huh?
top to bottom, Jacob?
Yeah, can you go
Yeah,
top
yeah,
to
yeah.
bottom?
Taylor Swift.
I was so dedicated.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome. Taylor Swift, Bad Bunny, Drake, The Weeknd, Ariana Grande, Ed Sheeran, Eminem, Justin Bieber, Billie Eilish, Kanye.
Wow.
What?
Nicely
The
done,
top 10.
guys. Nicely
Yeah,
Really
done.
well done, guys. Good job. Way to play.
good
Awesome.
job.
Episode 3 of the Who's Keeping Score podcast has come to a close. Much appreciated to our star guest, Megan McConnell, for joining us today for episode 3. I hope all this goes well in the WMA process and everything that else is going on with your career. And thanks again for joining.
Thanks for having me. I had a lot of fun, guys.
This was great. This
That's
was great.
great. Hopefully there'll be a Megan
Thank you.
McConnell episode 2.
Yeah.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. It was a ton of fun. Hopefully the NBA playoffs are exciting, and we appreciate Megan for coming on. See you
Go
next
Absolutely.
week.
Pacers.
And go Pacers. Keep in mind, I will be posting the final brackets of Jacob, Jaden, and I so we can follow along. And again, comment below Jersey Mike's or Jimmy John's.
All right.